Today's game takes up a little bit more room than other versions of Patience that I've shared and played. However, it's one of my absolute favourites to play and has been for a number of years, basically ever since I learnt it. I've not found it in any of the books that I've read so far. I'm still working through some resources, but it's one that my cousin taught me, and so I've named it after the house that she lived in where she taught me this game. It's called Droveway. It's a little bit more complex than some of the others, but it's an interesting one to play nonetheless. So let's get started. Unlike with some of the other games that we've played, where you're left with a reserve of cards, in this one, all 52 cards are going to be dealt out in the initial deal. So as usual, I'm giving my cards a good old shuffle before I deal. And like I say, it's something I enjoy doing anyway, and it is good for the hands. So we start with the top row, 4 cards face up, followed by 4 cards face down, and then we come back along, 4 down, 4 face up, and we'll repeat this a couple more times. 4 face up, 4 face down, 4 face down, 4 face up. And now all of the cards from here on in will be face up. So again, I do it as going back and forth. Okay. The aim of the game is to build up 4 stacks from king to ace in each of the suits. The play is a little bit complex to describe out loud, so I'm going to describe it as I go along. But basically you'll be building those stacks as we go from king to ace in the different columns as we've got cards available. So if I start in this left-hand column, I've got the king of spades, I can add the queen to that, and the jack happens to come along for a ride. So that opens up that one there. The next card I'd want on here is the 10 of spades, but it's not available, and so we can't do anything more with that stack. So move on to the next one, 4 of clubs, not available. 8 of spades, that is available, so we can move that across to there. Okay, so opens up for the jack of clubs, which we haven't got. We already know we've not got the 4 of clubs, 10 of spades. You can play this in any order that you like. You don't have to go left to right. You could go right to left. You could do it randomly, whatever you like. I've just happened to have chosen a system that works for me with playing this over the years. So 6 of clubs, we've got the 5 of clubs. That can go on there, which opens up the 3 of spades. Now, before I move on too far, an example of this may come up, but just in case it doesn't, if I were to move the 3 of spades to here, if, for example, the 3 of diamonds was higher up, it would block it because it couldn't move it then to the 4 of diamonds. So if the 3 of diamonds was above it, we couldn't move it to it. So sometimes you have to be a little bit thoughtful, a little bit strategic. Oh, here you go, an example's come up perfectly. If I move the 10 of spades onto the jack of spades, I can't move the 9 of spades across. So I have a choice here of which way I want to do it. Do I want to move the 9 of spades across, or do I want to move the the 10 of spades across? What I generally do personally is hold off on those decisions until I've been through and worked something else out, because sometimes those solutions work themselves out as we go along. So we know we haven't got the 4 of clubs. We're coming back to the 9 of spades. Queen of diamonds, we've got the jack, so we can pop that one there. That opens up the 8 of hearts to go on to our 9 of hearts. The 7 of hearts isn't available, and the 9 of clubs isn't available. So as things currently stand, the only decisions we've got now is to whether to move the 10 to there or the 9 to there. So if we removed the 9 of spades over to the 10, it opens up the 3 of hearts, but the 2's up there, so I can't do anything, the game would be over. I might as well move the 10 of spades onto the jack, and then that opens that one up there. Now that gives us a couple more moves at least. The jack of clubs goes to there, and the 10 of clubs can go to there. We've now got the 6 of spades available, and we can move the 5 of spades across. So everything below it comes with it as well, even though they're not on suit, they just come with it. The 4 of hearts. So you can see why this can take up quite a bit of space sometimes. Okay, the 3 of hearts. So we can do the jack of hearts. That's not going to block us for anything. I sometimes lose track where I've got to and so have to come through. You can't put anything on an ace, so that's a blocked column. We haven't got the 3 of diamonds, we haven't got the 9 of clubs. We've got the Queen of diamonds, there we go. We don't have the 7 of hearts, we don't have the 4 of clubs, ace of hearts. We have got the 4 of spades, but that's pretty much it. That's all that we can do. There are no moves left. I fail at this one more often than I win at it, but it is still one of my favourite ones to play because it's just a bit more strategy and thought to it than some of the others. One other point to note is if at any point you were to clear these columns, so there was an empty one up here, you can fill it but only with a king. So again, that gives you a choice point as to which king you might move across. But we'll do another play and we'll see whether or not that comes up or where we get to with the second one. I have had this where literally I've lost within 2 or 3 moves. And I've had it where it's also gone a lot longer, so it varies from game to game, but it is one that I definitely enjoy playing a little bit more than some of the others. So I will give a bit of a shuffle up and then we'll do a second deal. So we're all shuffled up. Let's go on to our second deal. So 4 face up, 4 face down. Going back and forth like this just varies the deal a little than if you were to go straight across. 4 face up, and then get the rest of them done. I have managed to play this on a lap tray with a small pack of cards. I've got a couple of mini packs of cards. But yeah, sometimes it does take up quite a bit of space. So, King of clubs, the Queen is up here, so for the moment it's stuck. The 5 of spades is all the way up there. We're not blocking anything by moving it. So that has left us with a space that we could fill with a king, but I'm going to hold off making a decision on which king, if any, which one I will move until I've played through a little bit more. We haven't got the Queen of diamonds. Have we got the 3 of diamonds? No, this is going well. Jack of spades. And we know that that's safe to do because that's blocking. 4 of spades, no. 3 of diamonds. We'd already said we haven't got Queen of spades. We can move that one across. And so our 8 of spades can go. Jack of diamonds, we've got the 10. So look at that, the 10's opened up, which means we can move the Queen across as well. And that moves the ace of spades from there. So we've got the 6 of diamonds. Have we got the 5 of diamonds? No. Okay, so let's go back along. 4 of spades, no. Queen of diamonds, no. 3 of diamonds, no. And the 5 of diamonds, no. So we have got a couple of blocked ones with the aces. So now the choice comes as to which king I put up here. There seems little point, let's go through them one by one. The King of diamonds, if that goes up there, well, it opens up a card here because we can move the 6 of hearts across and we can open that one up. So it's a potential option. If we move the King of hearts across, opens up the 9 of diamonds. We haven't got the 8 of diamonds, no point doing that. If we move the King of spades across, it opens up the Jack of hearts. Again, we haven't got the 10 of hearts, no point doing that. Moving across the King of clubs, opens up the 10 of diamonds, where we've got the 9, and we can immediately see that frees that one up. So that is absolutely worth doing, hence I made my decision on that. So we come back to it. There was no point, it was said, moving the King of spades because we haven't got the 10 of hearts. We haven't got the 8 of diamonds, so no point moving the King of hearts. So we'll move the King of diamonds. Opens up the 7 of hearts to put the 6 and that on. And now we have got the 10 of hearts, but it's too late. We haven't got the 9 of hearts, so we're done. Lost again. So as you can see, it's not an easy game to win. There is various different bits of strategy and choice in it that can change the whole trajectory of the game. Sometimes you don't have a choice, you just have to go with what the options are available. At other times you have to take your best guess and give it a go. Now the tutorial, the written one for this, is available in the Screen-Free Evening Playbook, and you can get that for free heading to the website www.nosmalldeal.co.uk, or click the link in the description directly to it. And that gives you not just Droveway, but it gives you 3 other games that you can learn and play, some taking up a little bit less space, some more solvable than others. It gives you a little bit of variety of things to do with your evening. But in the meantime, have a go at Droveway, see if you can win it, see what you think about it and how your different decisions impact your game, and let me know how you get on. I'll leave you to it. Switch off, start shuffling.